are you affected by the energy soup we're all swimming in? Everything is energy, even what we consider the solid, real world that we experience by our five senses. We see, hear, smell, taste, and touch the physical world around us, but we also experience the effects of what we can't see, like electricity. These energies are frequency, measured in hertz. Like the music we hear, the combination of notes creating chords affect the feeling or vibe we experience. Some make us feel sad, angry, or anxious. Others bring us to a higher space, into happiness, joy, and inspiration. The planets and objects in the space around us also have frequency. Our own Earth hums what's called the Schumann resonance. Its fluctuations are measured and constantly monitored, much like the weather and the activity of our sun. Each planet has its own voice and vibe, giving it personality archetype. The aspects in astrology of squares, oppositions, trines, sextiles, and conjunctions inform the vibrational chord that they create with each other. Frequencies travel forever like waves in the ocean, and this is how the resonance given off by the different planets can affect us from so far away. So the energy soup is the song sung by the bodies in the cosmos that is heard from our perspective on our planet Earth. Let's explore this week's astrological transits along with the intuitive vibe that we pick up from the cards for the four elements. These energy soup videos come in sections. The first has this week's transits. The second has an energy soup card for the collective. The third has the 3 gifts reading for the signs in the 4 elements. The 4 element videos all share the same energy soup transit and collective card section. The sections are time-stamped below, and if you are watching for more than just one element and want to skip that, you can do that if you've already seen it. Thank you so much for watching. I love playing with the stars and the cards, and I've been doing live readings for many years, and I'm really enjoying learning how to bring them to you on YouTube. Thank you so much for sharing my passion for self-discovery. If you'd like to support my growth on this channel, please like, subscribe, and comment. I love hearing how these readings might be working out for you. This week's transits will be discussing the portal between the eclipses. The eclipse seasons and their portals happen twice a year and are always on the new and full moons. The 2 weeks between a solar and lunar eclipse is considered a portal. Eclipse energies are in effect for 6 months up to a year. Eclipses can feel like one is being carried on the current of fate. They can bring unforeseen changes in dynamics and circumstances, sometimes desired, sometimes not. A solar eclipse is like a new moon on steroids. It catalyzes new beginnings and is a good time for setting intentions for the future. It can bring unexpected transformational developments, thus triggering profound decisions and life changes. This last eclipse of August 12th took place on the lunar south node of karmic history and past life experience. It is bringing increased awareness around old patterns, beliefs, and habits that inhibit our growth, releasing potential towards movement into the next new cycle. It can teach us to pivot with life's current toward being open to changes that support our true alignment. The upcoming lunar eclipse is on August 27th and 28th, depending on where you are on the planet. Lunar eclipses are like full moons on steroids. They tend to bring to light hidden emotional patterns, attachments, and circumstances that have outlived their usefulness. They catalyze change through revealing what's working and what's not. This can lead to major turning points in life that can steer toward more fulfillment. This eclipse will occur near the lunar north node of soul purpose in this current lifetime. It doubles down on what is being revealed, encouraging decisions to take steps towards that soul purpose in this life as a human running around on the planet. For the collective, these eclipses trigger events on the world stage to progress into the next cycle. Toxic personalities and social, economic, and political systems will continue to be exposed, as well as the negative, unseen positive dynamics in the innovation of community building, individual courage, technology, earth stewardship, and leadership will also come into our awareness. This set of eclipses suggests a wild ride of instability, leading to strong potential for humanity as a whole. There is much opportunity to make great strides to a new vision of our human experience. Be aware of ever-exposing toxicity, but don't get stuck in its quicksand and drown. Using that information to navigate new territory brings valuable wisdom to create better foundations than the old ones that we see crumbling. It is said that during these eclipse portals, the veil is thinner and there's easier access to spirits and dreams. Communication can flow with the non-physical, such as ancestors, spirit guides, God, the universe, angels, and nature entities, whatever appeals to you. It is an excellent time to go within, to focus on what's going on inside you and zoom out into the bigger picture around you. Use whatever tools you are called to: meditation, prayer, yoga, tarot, music, and most of all, just be present in your body and get out in nature. The more of us that focus on our individual purposes, contributing from our true given talents, gifts, and joy, the more energy is generated and focused into the wave of positive growth for all of us. To me, astrology gives language and pattern recognition to the energy dynamics of the universe and our lives. Like surfers on the beach, we can watch the sets of waves for that one that can carry the ride we came for. When timing and conditions are right, we'll know that one when we see it. It is then, with focused intention, we can synchronize to match its energy and catch that ride. So I've pulled 2 cards for our collective today for the energy soup. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Moon reversed. And to me, this is really talking about the Knight of Pentacles being things that are not well planned out. This is a personality or an energy of things not being well planned out and executed. We are seeing so much of that in the world, and pretty self-explanatory. And then also the Moon reversed is about things that have been unseen and hidden are coming to light. And we were just talking about that with these eclipses, and especially the full moon coming up. That's a lot is going to be coming out and into the light, and we're seeing it, we're watching it in the world around us. So this is about the coming to light of unseen things, about things not getting done and not being well planned out, and things just not being taken care of. So we're seeing this out in the world, but in the collective. But we'll be seeing when it correlates with the cards with the elements of how is this happening in your life, because part of the energy soup is that we're all in it. So we're going to see it out in the world, but how is it also happening in your life? And I know certain things that I need to get on top of that I've been been slack on. So this is a great reminder to pay attention to what's going on in your own world as well as what's going on around us. Okay, air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So we're going to do the 3 gifts reading. The middle card is going to be representing the gift of where you are right now. This card will be representing the gift of what is being brought in by the universe. Universe has always got something in the pipeline based on the frequency that we're putting out, attracting back towards us. This card will be representing the gift of energy flowing away from us. We're either going to be giving it away to someone, the greater collective, or forgiving ourselves and letting go of something without judgment, attachment, anger, sadness, all that. So this card, our present card, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And we've got, let's see. We've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this could be a person in your life, in your personal life, or that you're seeing around, or it could be yourself, acting as a leadership, as a leader who is compassionate, who understands that the best way to get things done is through people feeling good about themselves. This leader is very emotionally mature, and yeah, he gets things done, and in a way that feels really good. This is awesome. So glad. I love this. So what's coming in towards you, air signs? I'll be using the Rock and Roll Tarot by Vicki Verley, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. Okay, we've got the Emperor reversed. So I feel like the Emperor reversed is kind of an energy of you-know-who out in the world. We've been dealing with this character for a long time. Been really disruptive, a very narcissistic energy, somebody who rules with anger and violence and coercion, doesn't get things done very well. He's not delegating things properly because it's all about him. He's just so stuck in why he's mad and how to get back at people. And we're seeing it right here. It's coming out in the world that things are not getting done well, and it's being exposed. So I feel like this is about the Emperor being dethroned. So this could be the big new you-know-who that we're experiencing in the world, but it can also be who's the big you-know-who in your world. Could this be somebody who's rather tyrannical in your household, a boss, somebody you know, or could this be a part of yourself that is acting out in this way and is being dethroned? I think we're all being called to examine behavior. It's being so put in our faces that it can't be just this guy. He thinks it's always somebody else. So I think it's really important for all of us to look at our own behavior and really look at how did this guy can't come to be. This is about systems that are in place, and how are we a part of those systems, and how can we live into our own integrity and dethrone this guy. We don't need this energy around. There's plenty of these people around. Okay. Yeah, we like him better. This guy's way, way better. So, in the position of what is wanting to flow away, we're using the Pulp Tarot by Todd Alcott. Let's see, what do we got here? So we've got the Ten of Swords. So this is about letting go of the feeling of being stabbed in the back. I also, look at this card as just being so over it, done, not doing this anymore. It's a swords card, so this is about thinking. This is a mental card. So I really feel like this is about being at the end of a cycle of even thinking about this guy, of all this stuff that's been going on. I feel like, this is about the anger and the resentment around all this stuff that's falling apart and it coming to light. We have to be really mindful to let that go and not be stuck in this place of being resentful and bitter and so over it. Just let that part go. What's cool about the Ten of Swords is that it is over. It's the end of the cycle. And in the more traditional card, it shows somebody on their back, stabbed in the back 10 times. They're laying in their own pool of blood on the ground. It's it's pretty stark. But off in the distance is a mountain, and you're starting to see the light of dawn come in. And so this really shows that this is over. Don't get stuck here. Let this go. Be in a place of compassion. Take the reins and put things together in a way that feels good to you and feels good to everyone around you. This could be a leader that's coming in and is in your world right now, or this could be you taking the reins and just going, I am not going to live in that place of bitterness and anxiety. I'm going to be in my happy place and get things done and feel good about things. And meanwhile, things are crumbling apart. Things are coming to light. And this guy, whether it be the big you-know-who or whatever you-know-who or energy that's in our world, it's not going to be supported and it's going to be dethroned. Yeah. So, I love this. I've been enjoying all the readings for the elements so far this week. It's felt really good. This is a really good time during this portal of the eclipses to look at this and let it go. And it doesn't even mean don't look at the news, don't look, but don't get so stuck in that resentment. Yeah, we don't want to live there. We don't want to drown in it. So now we're going to do a Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card by Vicki Verley. And I look at the animals, and I have a plant card too with the flower petals, as being guidance. I feel like I like to listen to the animals and the plants. They don't get stuck in their heads like we do as humans. And I appreciate their energies around everything we're going through. We have the dolphin. I love it. The dolphin says, optimist, clairaudient, spirit guide, starseed, joyous interactions of fun and play, sexuality, caring for those less fortunate, embracing personal freedom, respecting others' choices. So this to me is about embracing the optimism of making things feel good. Clairaudient. So, clairvoyance is being able to see things. Clairaudience is being able to hear things. And so listen to the little voices in your head. If you hear a song or somebody says something and it strikes you, pay attention to that. It could be the lyrics of that song or something that keeps on coming up into your world. Keep on hearing the same song, or you are passing by somebody and you happen to hear something they say. Pay attention to that. There may be a message in there for you. The spirit guides. Joyous interactions of fun, play, and sexuality. So this is about getting in your happy place. You know, it's really hard to stay resentful and angry and anxious when you're enjoying yourself. So this is about hanging out with people you love, doing the things you really enjoy doing. And sexuality, of course, that could mean, you know, playing physically, but it's also about being creative. It's about being aroused by something that you really, really feel passionate about. So if there's something that just gets you in that place of, I am all over that, do that. That's going to be really helpful to let go of this resentment and this being so over it. Joyous interactions. Oh, we already did that. Sorry. Caring for those less fortunate. Um, that's pretty much a no-brainer. That's about the King of Cups, looking around at him, at everybody around him, and realizing that, you know, we need to have compassion for the people that are around us. And um, you know, if you can give money to less fortunate, that's great. Sometimes if you can't do that, and even if you can, it's just about being nice to people, of treating the cashier at the supermarket really well and asking them how their day is going. Just being kind. I think that's the social grease that we're kind of lacking right now, and that's going to go a long way. And then embracing personal freedom and respecting others' choices. It's about those boundaries of, I'm going to do what I need to do for me, of feeling good about my life, and knowing that I can make these choices for myself, but also respecting the fact that people get to do their own thing too. They don't have to be dictated to make them come around to do things the way you or anybody else wants them to. They're on their own journey. Everybody has the right to make mistakes and learn from them. I appreciate that as we're all sharing the environment on this planet together, that we all get to benefit from being witness to all of our own experiments. And so it really is something where we can take lessons from what we experience, but also what we see with others. So anyway, there's that card. So I have one more for us, and it's the Flower Petals by Cheryl and Darcy. And these are just cute little cards with simple little messages. We've got Forget-Me-Not. The Forget-Me-Not says, always remain true to your intentions. So as we're dealing with everything coming out, being so over it, if we really touch in with ourselves, where is our kindness and compassion, and what were our true intentions in getting started on our endeavors? Uh, uh, what did we come into this life to take care of? And that's where the eclipses really help us touch in with where we've been through the South Node, deal with whatever is coming up around that. If it needs to be fixed and regulated and evened out in some way, or taking the benefits of what we learned in those past lives and past experiences in this life, and then head towards that North Node soul purpose. And what is it that we actually came for? Always remain true to your intentions, and stay in compassion. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I really appreciate being able to come and read for you every week. I hope you have a really great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.